Hello, thanks for joining me for another week with Mirree's Dreamtime messages. Hi my lovelies, thanks for joining me, all my new subscribers and everyone that has been here from the very beginning. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're just passing by and you're new to the channel, my name is Mirree. I am a contemporary Aboriginal artist in Australia. And in my usual practice, I usually paint 100 paintings per year. And they're all the paintings that you see on my social media platforms, or maybe you've been watching some of the videos here on my YouTube channel. There's always something to watch, something new, and every Monday and Sunday evening I upload a video. And so don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button to be notified, and the notification bell in order to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And so we're in a brand new year. Can you believe it? It's just happened so quickly, like almost overnight. And yeah, so you know, this year is about leaving the past behind and being able to have a chance to create new behaviors and habits that we can be happy about, and so that they can fill our life up with you know, just a better quality of life for ourselves. And so it's important to have your intentions set. You don't want to be falling back on default, because that's when we can fall back into old habits, and we know where those old habits you know, what happened when we did those old habits. Well, they just are not very fulfilling or satisfying. And so you know, that's why, you know, having really great intentions is throughout our year can really help us direct our minds towards the goals and our dreams and a more fulfilling lifestyle and career or job or family, whatever that you're wanting to focus on. And that was one of the cards that we pulled out from last week, actually, was to do with the I am searching to do with the whale. And so, you know, having our intention and our direction set on what we're wishing to achieve, maybe, you know, an overcast for the full year, or maybe over the next month or a couple of weeks. And so the other card that we had pulled out was with the yellow-faced honey eater. I am grounding, letting us know that when we align ourselves back to nature, it connects to our spiritual energy and heartbeat of Mother Earth. It's important to use spiritual exercises to help us ground during this time of transition from the old to the new, because, you know, this for the past 9 years we were, you know, just completing a cycle. And so you may have found that the last 9 years or 9 weeks or 9 months has been tough as anything. And so you know, 2026 is a time that we can really change that and come into a softer time in our lives where we don't have to give our energy or time or space to chaos anymore, but you know, just have a period and time of softening where we can really look at how we can transform any pain or transform any negativity or anything that kind of wasn't working in the past anyway into something much more beautiful. And the other card that we drew out last week was with the koala and baby. I am allowing, letting us know that when we allow others to, when we let them know our needs, then you're allowing yourself to be completely supported by life. And so that's not always easy if you're someone that likes to give all the time. And so it's important to also open up to that space to let others come in and help you as well. And so they were the 3 cards that we pulled out last week. And excuse my hair because when it gets when it's raining, it gets so puffy, my hair, and so it doesn't seem to matter what I do, it just... And so yeah, our actual moon phase for this week is going to be a waning gibbous moon. And so what that represents for us, because we've just come past a full moon, which was on Saturday, only yesterday actually, and so there's still some time and energy to also work on your rituals or ceremonies for the full moon, if you're wanting, especially if you're wanting to close out a cycle and let go of anything negative that's no longer serving you. You can do that in a quiet contemplation or meditation, and or you can just use some time to write it out in your journal, that what you want to close off, or you might want to use a ritual with a candle where you can also close out a chapter as well. And so the waning gibbous moon is about allowing yourself to be grateful about the things that are really that you're wanting to bring into your life, or be grateful for the things that have already turned up, or be grateful for what is to come. And it's a really good exercise is to write in your journal about everything that you feel grateful for during this time. And this will help you to focus more on gratitude, and when we focus on gratitude, we can bring more of that into our life, in our manifestations, into our goals, and into our intentions and what we're wanting to bring forward. And so making a list as this will allow you to focus on the very things that is bringing in the happiness, which in turn is making you feel more fulfilled, giving you feel good feelings and inspiration to achieve your goals and dreams. So the waning gibbous moon signifies gratitude, and so if you were born under a waning gibbous moon, then this will be good for tuning into the essence of your soul purpose, which you were born into this world to manifest. Now is a great time to align yourself to your dreams and begin to manifest your dreams through the creation of a strategy by making a list. Focus, follow through, and tune into the feeling of happiness, or whichever emotion you want showing up more in your life. You can practice this focus through the use of meditation or quiet contemplation every day. Be consistent and get going, because when we can be consistent, this compounds, and this is where we can, and when that compounding happens, that's when the energy can come through. And so eventually you will start to see this evidence of this dream show up. And so the world is your oyster. So this waning gibbous moon lasts for 7 days. And so what's some really good keywords and self-care practices to use during this time is focus on your ideas, and allow yourself to be organized, and create some more intentions that you're wanting to bring forward, and write those down. Don't just have them floating in your head, because remember, if we're not having the direction and the focus to bring about, the laser focus to bring about these intentions, then they can't turn into they can't show up in our reality. And so actually, there's one of my platypus paintings that I did during the waning gibbous moon, so you might want to check that out as well, which I'll leave the link in the description box. And so the third quarter moon is actually going to be on a Sunday. The third quarter moon, which is just before the new moon, only lasts for 1 day. And so that is the perfect time to reflect on any new intentions which you'd like to make during the next new moon. And so when we can plan, organize, and structure our intentions in a way to meet our goals, you'll be surprised at how much more you can achieve, how much more productive your day or your week or your month can be. And so the third quarter moon signifies forgiveness, and so it's really great idea to focus on that Sunday, that day, for just forgiving yourself for anything that you feel bad about, or forgive others for anything that they've done wrong to you. And so that's just a really good practice to get into the habit of doing, as forgiveness lets go of any old energy, lets go of any energy that's maybe hanging around that could be draining yours or taking up space where it doesn't need to. And so that's just part of letting go of this old and transformation of this old, so that you can continue to have that, create that softening that you're wanting to bring into 2026, and reducing down any chaos or drama energy that we don't really want to be entertaining. And so I really just wanted to show you guys this little painting that I had done some time ago to do with, it's called the Cosmic Dragonfly and Pink Lotus, and to, you know, it's about, you know, really trusting yourself in moving forward. Trust is a really big thing. It can be like the steering wheel to where we want to go. By having that trust in ourselves, you may be driving somewhere that you're really unsure of, and you're just doubting yourself all the way on your journey to that place that you're going because you've never been there before. But what if you changed your reality by saying to yourself, I completely trust you, and then all of a sudden you've come to the place that you want to go to, your confidence is rising, and then you've set out to achieve what you wanted to, simply because you are giving yourself positive reinforcements, you're allowing trust to come into your being, and you know, that really changes the vibration and changes the energy of your becoming. And so this is what this painting is about, you know, having that trust in yourself more and being able to lead with that trust more. The other painting I wanted to share with you is the sunset, Turtle by Sunset Dreaming. And so, you know, it's like, you know, when you see, you're looking out in the sky, and so these, like in my a lot of the time my paintings are visions that I feel and I see that are true within nature. And so sometimes I can't always put it into words, but sunset, Turtle by Sunset Dreaming is like looking upon the sunset, and is so many possibilities that we can't even imagine when we see those certain colors in the sky. And you know, it's just really beautiful that you know, sometimes it can also remind me of the Holy Spirit and the light that comes through from the Holy Spirit to all of creation. And so, you know, it's like a miracle of nature when we can see that beautiful color in the sky. And this one has the metallic colors, and it's about you know, having that stability within your emotions. And also, you know, it's like the other painting that I was telling you about, how you can have lead from that trust. It's also having this other aspect to do with yourself, to do with your emotions, and having the stability within those emotions and trusting those emotions as well. And so it's like another form of self-love, and having that self-love within yourself to trust yourself again, to allow yourself to feel more stability within your emotions and in what you're feeling. And you know, and being able to share that with others is truly a gift. And so I'm going to leave the link to the description in the description box to those two paintings. So I really highly recommend that you go check those out and read up the story. You might just gain something that's going to really help you through your 2026. Or might give you some inspiration and ideas as well. And so let's have a look and see the two animals that are going to be coming up this week, which is going to be starting on the 5th of December. Not the 5th of December, the 5th of January, sorry, and running until the 11th. And so if you've got your card deck, it comes in a box. You've got your 100-page booklet and your 36 glossy cards. And so let's have a look and see the three animals that are going to be guiding us this week, so that we can really make the most of our week and know that the animals are guiding us with the Holy Spirit and, you know, creation and nature, which, you know, gives us the most inspiration when we're on our journey. And the first card that we pulled out is with the butterfly, letting us know that we're connected, and when I give myself time, I can easily understand that each phase in my life is a natural progression of life. We were recently talking about certain cycles and closing up certain cycles in our life, which is really important this time of the year, because we don't really want all the past from maybe the 9 years, 9 months, 9 weeks, or whatever cycle that you've been in. You don't want to be carrying that into this new year, because otherwise you're just going to be repeating the same patterns, repeating the same experiences, and you know, it's just going to be like a wheel just going around again and repeating past mistakes that we've already gone through. We don't really need to do that unless, so you know, it's important to lay out anything that is has been repeating, so you can just finish it. It's closed. I've learnt the lesson that I've needed to, and really feel that in your heart. The action step to do with the butterfly is to help us to schedule in some quiet time, especially for yourself, so that you can get connected to nature and the natural rhythm of life within you. You could be going through some kind of healing and transformation, and or emotional relief from grieving from a loved one or a family member, healing wounds from past relationships. It's also a chance to bring transformation in by providing you with the understanding of the old. And so this then allows the new beginning to unfold in a much better way, in a much softer way, you know, that's not focused on chaos or drama. And so meditation also allows you to tap into this healing through quiet spiritual contemplation and reflection on meditation. So that's the first card that we drew out, which is a really beautiful card. I really love the butterfly, and I hope that you will too, especially if you go through a lot of the information in the guidebook. It can give you some action steps for the week to follow. And let's have a look and see. Every week I pull out 3 cards, and also like cleanse the deck with white sage, and also myself, so that we can get the most out of our week, and so that we can get the most clarity in our guidance. And the other card that we pulled out is with the Broga, I am deserving, letting us know when I value myself and the beauty from within me, it naturally draws the love and support to me that I deserve. And so it's about honoring yourself this week as well, honoring yourself and your cycle that you're going through. You know, there's still time to be really allowing yourself to unfold and to relax into anything that you're needing to have a deeper understanding about. You know, the Broga really helps in, and really puts into focus what's really important, and that's about you and what you're and your beauty and what you deserve. And the action step to do with the Broga this week is that your soul's going to thrive by taking action to push yourself out of anything that's been disempowering your mindset. And you know, it could be doubt, fear, or you could be like not trusting yourself, like we were mentioning before. And so, you know, it might be a really great exercise just to write out any thing that you feel that is disempowering you in your mindset, that you can kind of call out and say, hey, this is shitty, let's not keep thinking about this. And that's why I was saying to you about, you know, if we're not making our intentions clear, we can easily fall back into default, and then we're on this loop again of negativity that's really not going to be serving us. It's not going to go anywhere. So, you know, you want more of your experiences in 2026 to be more about your future self, about you, the new you, and what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to create within yourself that is a much better version. So try to understand that the true source of your beauty that is very deep within you to uncover. Try to achieve something that brings this beauty out more in you, and believe in yourself. And so this is a really great exercise. You know, once maybe you've written out anything that's disempowering you, maybe you can then write out anything that you can bring this beauty out more. You know, this also helps you with being more courageous within yourself and standing up for yourself more and being more confident. And so your soul's going to become more, these exercises will help your soul to become more confident, and it cultivates more self-love. And so just take a moment to notice these thoughts or beliefs that really have just been holding you back and stopping you from seeing your true inner beauty that's destined for more. And you know, this really puts in a lot of limitations when we can allow this disempowering thoughts to continue, or mindset to continue. And so your true worth lies in noticing this more now than ever. So try not to be too harsh on yourself and begin to recognize the true value of your soul. And so that's another lovely card to get this week, I know that for sure. And so yeah, it's really about cultivating self-love and trust and having courage as well, so that you can increase your self-confidence. You know, all these little things, they really make up. It's not that we have to go and do anything drastic, like go down to the supermarket and say, hey everybody, I love myself. No, it's about really just, you know, having the little baby steps that you can work on for yourself each you know day, like something small. It doesn't have to be big. And you know, and just being consistent as well is really important. So let's have a look and see what our solution. So that's what we're waking ourselves up to this week. This is our solution card. It's letting us know that when we can step outside of our limits, you know, which we can do if we can continue to work on little baby steps and getting closer and closer to the best version of ourselves. The opportunities for expansion and growth are limitless when we can really go beyond our limiting beliefs and our limiting mindset, and recognize and call ourselves out from, you know, these experiences that we've been as a result of this mindset, and see the experiences that have been playing out as a result of it. And so this leads to the awakening of my gifts deep within. When we can allow ourselves to go beyond these limits, that is what starts to happen, is even more beautiful gifts come out to do with ourselves that we haven't recognized about ourselves before. And so yeah, it's really important not to limit ourselves as well, or put ourselves down. You know, I know that it can be so hard or so easily to put ourselves down at times, you know. And so the action step to do with the ancestral dragonfly is letting us know that there is an understanding more about certain patterns of negativity that have been playing out in our life, so that you can release them in order to go back to the beginning to create something brand new. And that's really what we're doing this week. And you know, the first 2 steps were really showing us up close about what we are working on, which is really a true reflection of ourselves and our love that we have. You know, it's really important, this love that we have for ourselves, and it's not easy, it's not meant to be, but it is a true gift. And so the more that we can see this, the more that we can deepen this love. And you know, this love comes in even more when we can allow that love to come in for ourselves more. Love grows from within all the way out to others as well. And so when we can you know, that is a true gift when we can see that more. Dragonflies remind us of the beginning of time, when creation first started, when everything was created in innocence. Allow yourself to see through any limitations that are currently preventing you from further growth. And so yeah, that's really letting us know this week how much we need to go beyond our limitations. And it's really important to be to awaken this, to be awakened to this now more than ever. Now that we're stepping into the new year, you know, we really want to create the scene of being more loving towards ourselves. And you know, really breaking down these limitations is really going to help you throughout your year. And you know, this is kind of creating the undercurrent that we can ride our little goals on for the entire year. So this is the undercurrent that we want to create for ourselves and have that foundation and strong energy there for ourselves. And it's not going to matter what you go through this year, you know that you're going to ace it, baby. And so I hope everybody enjoyed this Dreamtime messages. Don't forget to subscribe and like my posts, and please share with friends and family that may really want to hear these messages, because you know we want to empower you as well in going into 2026. And you know, we're creating another year together, and I want to thank everybody for being here and you know, and giving your energy, having your energy here. I'm blessed to have everyone here, and I'm so very grateful, and I wish everyone a happy new year, and I look forward to seeing everyone again next week. Bye for now.